Hello there, friend. Pour yourself a glass of whiskey and throw some more peat on the fire. I'd like to tell you the age-old story of the treasure of Lagavulin. It all began in 1816, the year Lagavulin produced its very first batch of single malt whiskey. And it centers around our hero, Shaughnessy O'Lunechen O'Flannery. Young Shaughnessy had a rough early life. He was orphaned when his family tragically fell into a well and died. Apparently a very common way to go back then. Poor little Shaughnessy was found, dangling above the deep, dark, dank hole that claimed his family's life. Saved from a similar fate by only the good graces of the well's water bucket. At a young age, Shaughnessy found his true calling, chimney sweeping. And as he grew older, the chimneys he swept grew bigger and bigger as well. Until Shaughnessy found himself face to face with the biggest chimney he'd ever seen. The massive smokestack, over 100 feet tall, at the newly built Lagavulin distillery on the Isle of Islay. Shaughnessy was intimidated and a wee bit scared, but he didn't show it. He swept that chimney so quickly and so bravely that the distillery's owner, John Lagavulin, hired him on the spot to become Lagavulin's full-time chimney sweep. Lagavulin gave Shaughnessy shelter, clothing, and a near living wage. And in exchange, the young man would sweep the smokestack, the barrel rooms, and the copper stills. Shaughnessy worked tirelessly day and night, and over time he became like the son that John Lagavulin never had. After 20 years of selfless sweeping service, Shaughnessy was gifted John Lagavulin's most prized possession, the very first bottle of Lagavulin single malt whiskey. One can only imagine what that first bottle must have tasted like. I am right now, and it's delicious. Shaughnessy beamed with joy when he was handed that first bottle. He cried almost instantly and continued to do so deep into the night. But soon those tears of joy turned into tears of fear. Paranoia took hold. Shaughnessy worried that he might lose that bottle the same way he lost his family, down a well. So he made a solemn vow to never let that happen. And he did what any insane man who lost his entire family down a well would do. He hid the bottle in a secret location only known to him, leaving complex clues around the distillery to its whereabouts. But tragically, tragedy befell Shaughnessy. Nobody's sure how he died. Legend has it that he fell down a well. But the real tragedy was what he left behind. That hidden bottle, which to this day has never been found, and quickly became known as the treasure of Lagavulin. After 200 years, the bottle has become little more than folklore. Some people still search for clues, while most believe that Shaughnessy never even existed. But me? I'm still a believer.